Advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Now let's do the blended fibers. What are blended fibers? So blended, the word blended means that it is the fibers which can be mixed. Blended means the fibers which are mixed. So normally a fiber will have only one type, but there are some fibers which can be mixed. So blended fibers are created when two or more different types of the fibers are combined to form a new yarn. What is yarn? Yarn means thread. You might have seen the thread which is available in the market. It comes in this shape and it has got threads like this. So this is the yarn which is normally said. The thread is connected around this, that is the yarn. So what are blended fibers? They are created when two or more different types of fibers are combined to form a new yarn. If you can hear me, you can type yes that you can hear. This process is called blending. Blending fiber is made up of, example one is terracotta. So terracotta is a mixture of two. It is terylene and cot is cotton. So it is made up of two fibers, terylene which is one fiber and cotton is the natural. So mostly blended fibers are mixture of synthetic plus natural. Why are fibers blended? To get quality of both synthetic also and natural also. So blended fibers will have combination of the two. Therefore, example here is terracotta. Terracotta is a blend of two fibers, terylene and cotton. This blend combines the strength and wrinkle resistance. So what is the benefit? The quality of one fiber and the quality of second fiber are mixed. It combines the strength and wrinkle resistance. Like when we talk about terylene is synthetic. So synthetic fibers are wrinkle resistant. They do not have wrinkles. And cotton is soft and it is easy to maintain. So terylene with softness and comfort of cotton. So terylene has no wrinkles and it is strong. Cotton is soft and it is comfortable. So when this quality and this, both the qualities are mixed together and we get the blended fiber. So it also has good durability and therefore terracotta is the material which is used for making your uniform. It is extensively used in clothing due to its balanced characteristics. It is popular in making shirts, trousers and uniforms. See, it is used in making uniform because it is wear and tear property. So when you wear your uniform, you will see that the uniform you don't have to iron properly and you can wash it and it dries also quickly. So it has got qualities of both synthetic fiber as well as natural fiber. So this was the end of the fibers which are, so we have read what are synthetic fibers, we have read nylon, we have read natural fibers, rayon, and we have read just now blended fibers. So you can watch and revise what we did. This will get recorded for you and you can you later on use it for revising this. If you have any doubt, then I will take the doubt in the room class. Now next, very important, comes plastic. The word plastic comes from Greek word called plastikos, which means anything which is capable of being shaped. Any material which can be shaped or molded. So the word plastic, which all of you know and you use, comes from a Greek word. However, when we talk about plastics, we call the human-made materials, which are made by polymerization. Now, what is polymerization? It is an important word. We read yesterday that there are polymers, combination of many monomers. Many monomers are there which join together and they are called polymers. So, what is polymerization? Plastic is made and it is made up of many monomers joined together. A polymer is a long chain of molecules, so plastic is also a long chain molecules. Now, in higher class, you will study a chain molecule like in 10th class you will study. When we talk about this is methane. So when it combines with another and it combines with another, then it forms a chain like a substance. So like C, you will study this later on. So this is hydrogen, 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 combines with carbon, combines with carbon, combines with carbon. So this is a chain. Now we have read that plastic is bad for the environment. What is the reason? The reason it is bad is that plastic comes in the form of chain and these chains you cannot break easily. So we will read that, but let's see what are plastics are polymers because they are made by combining monomers. So plastics are also called polymers because they are made up of monomers to form long chain. So I have given you example of a long chain compound which is unique property. Now these plastic chain compounds they are flexible, durable and they can be molded into shape. The plastics which we use, why are they popular? We will read that also. So plastics have got common property that all the types of plastics are flexible, they are durable means they are long lasting and they can be given different shape. So there are two types of plastic. First is thermoplastic. So when we talk about thermoplastic, the word thermo means heat and plastic is the next word. So the first word is thermoplastics. They often become soft on heating. So the word is heat. When you heat, they will become soft. Now which thermoplastic do you know which you use every day? Polythene. The word plastic. We call it polythene. It is a mixture of poly plus ethene. It is the molecule. The chemical which is used for making plastic or polythene is the ethene molecule. So when many ethene molecules join, then it is called the polythene. It is a type of a thermoplastic which becomes soft when you heat it. All of you have seen that thermoplastics, example polythene, when you heat it or keep it in the sun, it becomes soft. That is the property of thermoplastic. So thermoplastics become soft on heating and they can be made into soft. You can make them soft. Now what are the property? Some common examples of thermoplastics. They are PVC, polythene, just now I told you. Then PVC is a word which you must have heard. If you have plastic pipes at home, on them you will see PVC mentioned. And the next is polystyrene. So the first plastic is polythene, which all of you know. Next is PVC, which is given here, polyvinyl chloride. This is used for making the pipes. Okay, PVC chairs and all. Next is polystyrene. Polystyrene commonly used, it is the thermocol. All of you know this thermocol. So it is a type of plastic and they are all plastics, PVC and polystyrene. These are used in applications like packaging. Packaging is the polythene, and polystyrene, which is the thermoplastic. They are used to make bottles, toys, and plastic container. The question is, why do you think plastic is used commonly, and why do you think plastic should not be used? Both of them are interrelated. Okay, so PVC and polystyrene are the common plastics. Next type of plastic is thermosetting. Thermosetting plastics are those which, when once molded and heated, cannot be softened. When you say thermoplast, and one is thermoset. Thermoset means those which do not change shape, and they are those which become soft on heating. This is their property. Thermoplastics become soft on heating, and thermoset plastics change shape. They do not change shape. Do not change shape, or do not become soft. They do not become soft. So if you heat them, what will happen to them? See, they cannot be made soft or heating. Once molded, they do not lose their shape. They are resistant to high temperature. So even if you heat them, they will not melt or become soft. Now when you will see, example in your book is given plastic switch. You use the electric switch has got current passing through it. So when the current passes, it becomes soft. No, it does not become soft. That is why thermoset is used. Plastic toys, they do not become soft. So thermoset plastic is used. They are used in making kitchenware, electronic components, and insulation materials. Like this board, the smart board which I am using, that is also made up of thermoset. The electric switches which you see around, then all the devices, the TV cabinet, the frame of the TV, the devices, machines, all of them are made up of plastic. That is a thermoset plastic. So why is thermoset plastic used? Because thermoset plastic do not change shape on heating. If you continuously heat them, they will melt. And like if you have electric switches, if you pass electric current, they do not become soft. But sometimes high voltage comes, so the electric switch turns black, and then it cannot regain the shape. It will melt and it will not come back to original shape. But polythene or plastic thermoplast, you must have seen that they become soft. When you heat polythene or keep it in sunlight, it becomes soft, and when you bring it in cold, it will again come back to shape. So that is the main difference. Thermoset plastics have properties. Why are plastic popular? So these are some. So you don't have to write everything, you just have to write plastics are lightweight and cheap. They can be molded easily. They are durable and resistant, not soluble in water. Underline only these. So properties of plastics are that they are very lightweight and they are cheap. They are not heavy and they are not costly. That is why plastics are used everywhere. You can molded means you can give them any shape. Then they are durable, they are long lasting, and they do not break also. They are resistant to wear and tear. They are not soluble in water. That is why you use plastics for storing water and all. Resistant to reactions means they do not react with substances. You can say they do not react with substances and food. Therefore, they are used for storing. So they do not react. Do not react with chemicals. Plastics do not react with chemicals. That is why they are used. That is why we use them for storing things. Some plastics catch fire while others are flame resistant. This is important. Plastics are bad conductors of heat. Therefore, they are used to make handles of cooking utensils. and they are poor conductors of electricity, that is they are used in switches, electric wire and switches. Why are the switches made up of plastic? Because they are poor conductors of electricity. So when we use electric switch, we do not get electric shock because plastics are bad conductors of electricity. Plastics are poor conductors of heat. So the handles of pressure cooker are made up of plastic. They are resistant to chemicals, therefore you can store acid in them, you can store chemical, food, water, everything. Milk also. Plastics do not react. Though it has been found that plastics are, they dissolve, not soluble in water, therefore storing things, durable and resistant, hence they are used in various products. The most important point is that they are cheap. The cost of making plastic polythene is very less and you can give them any shape. Therefore, the use of plastic is much. The use of plastic is that the plastic is used because now you can see this in your book. This slide is not clear, but uses of plastic we have read that they are used for, there are two types you have to remember: thermoset and thermoplast. We have read this, that thermoset plastic, they are used for making switches and machine parts. They are used for making machine parts. So the table which is given, on the next page describes property which we have read just now. Now there is most of the names we read in this, but there is a thing which I want to describe. If you see the table in your book, there is something called Teflon. Teflon is the non-stick. How many of you have non-stick cookware at home? Type yes if you have. And why do we use non-stick cookware at home? It is an example of a thermoplast. It is example of a thermoset plast. Okay, thermoplastic. So it is a non-stick cookware. Why it is non-stick? Because nothing sticks to it. And the non-stick cookware, it is made up of, yes, you have, good. Why do we use Teflon or why do we use non-stick cookware? Because when we have to cook something, the food does not stick to it. And people use non-stick cookware for not using oil. So one question which is very commonly asked is, why do we use non-stick cookware? So we use non-stick cookware because the food items do not stick. If you don't want the food to stick, normally we use oil, isn't it? Now when we use oil, then the oil is not considered good for health, so people stop using oil and they start using Teflon, which is the non-stick cookware. Then another plastic you must have heard is bakelite. Bakelite is used for making electric switches. Like this pen which I am using, that is also the body of this smart board. Electric switch which is here, that is also made up of bakelite. So this bakelite, it is heat resistant. So electric switches, they need to also so that they do not melt. Next is melamine. Another plastic which is given in your table is melamine, which is the crockery. How many of you have melamine crockery? Unbreakable crockery at home. That is the dinner set, which is of plastic. So they are made up of melamine, and that is a thermoset plastic. So all the materials where you don't want heat to affect or heat to prevent, we use thermoset plastic. Okay, so thermoset plastic is used because it is not affected by heat, and it is used for making kitchenware, laminates, flooring. So these days people use floor cover which is made up of plastic, So the table which is given in your book, this table is important, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 names, all of them are important. Most of them are given, thermoset is given here, and remaining are thermoplastic. From the table you can mark which one is thermoset. Now, why do we talk about plastic mostly? You have heard that plastic should not be used, but I will say plastic should be used. But whenever you use the plastic, try to use it maximum. Don't change the plastic. Like here it is written, what is the impact of using plastic on the environment? So we use plastic every day because they are durable, versatile. However, the widespread use of plastic has impact on the environment. Our dependence on the plastic items such as the lightweight, because plastic is lightweight, it is flexible, resistant to water and chemicals. So whenever you go to the market, you are told don't carry plastic bags, but if you have a plastic bag, then carry it from home. It will last for a long time. If you will carry a jute bag will get spoilt in rain. Okay, if you have a plastic bag, then use the plastic bag continuously till the time it gets torn. So why do we use plastic mostly? Because it is lightweight, it is light, then it is cheap, then it is water resistant, it is not affected by water, and it is not affected by water, it is not affected by chemical also. That is why plastic has become popular. So one of the main, why do we say that plastic is bad for the environment? One of the main issue of the plastic is that it is non-biodegradable. Plastic is non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable means it cannot be decomposed by bacteria. Like we discussed in class that when any living organism dies, the dead body is decomposed by bacteria within few hours. But if you take any plastic material, put it in the soil, it will take more than 500 years to be decomposed by bacteria. So that is the problem, main problem of plastic. It is non-biodegradable and it does not decompose by bacteria. This makes plastic waste management a challenge. So when we throw plastic, they do not disappear, they stay in the environment. So when you throw plastic, once the plastic has been made, it will remain. Like this pen which is plastic, if it is made, or this board or anything which is made up of plastic, it will remain on the earth till it is recycled. If you will not recycle plastic, then the plastic will never go from the earth. So some of the common ways plastic is thrown out. So why do we talk about? Mostly, what do you do when you see plastic around? Mostly the people burn. When you burn plastic, which is bad, it will give out poisonous gas. So we should never burn plastic, contributing to air pollution. So whenever you see anyone burning plastic, stop him. Especially plastic, polythene or thermocol, never. Thermocol should not be burned, because when you burn thermocol, it gives out very poisonous gas which can kill people. Then the burning of plastic produces poisonous gas. Buried plastic means if you will throw the plastic in the soil, then it will release harmful chemicals into the soil and water. So these days people throw plastic in the drains and on the road. So if there is food item kept inside, some cows or buffaloes, they will go and eat. So when they will eat the plastic, this also allows the percolation of and the affecting plant and animal life. That means if you will throw the plastic and the cow eats it, the plastic is poisonous. It will enter the body of the cow and it may kill her. Then here it is written, when you throw the plastic in water or in river, they affect the plant and animal life in the water. They do not allow percolation of rainwater. So the rainwater and this remains inside. Then next very important point, plastic litter can end up in the river harming marine life. Sea creatures can eat. The sea creatures can eat and can use the plastic. Okay, sea creatures can ingest plastic, means they will also eat and they can get poisoned. The plastic waste can cause blockage in the rain. So these days there is rain and there is a lot of water coming. Wherever there is plastic, it collects and blocks the drain. Recycling plastic can help manage plastic waste, but it is also not perfect solution. Not all plastic can be recycled. Have you seen anyone recycling plastic? No, you will not see. It is only said that we should recycle, but recycling is not a simple process. So what can we do? These are the steps. Okay, so R, R, R and R. These are the 4 R's which are the solution for plastic: reduce, refuse, reuse and recycle. So these are the symbols which you will see. Reduce, arrow down means reduce the use. Reuse means like if you are using a plastic, use it again and again. So people say don't use polythene, but if you have a polythene at home, keep using the polythene again and again. Then this symbol you will see somewhere in, if you see any plastic bottle or any material which is having plastic, you will see this sign is there. You will see this on milk packet, on juice packet, something which can recycle. So what are the ways to reduce the effect of plastic? Refuse to use plastic. Don't use plastic, refuse it. Whenever you go to any shop and the shopkeeper says you want polythene, refuse it. If you need it, carry it from home. If you use it, then take one polythene and use for everything. As far as possible, replace plastic with some biodegradable substance. But I will say that if someone is giving you polythene, then use it again and again. Next is reduce. Refuse. So when you refuse it, don't take it. And because they are single use. So reusable means like this bottle, which you must have seen for drinking, that is single use. Have you seen in this bottle? This sign will be there, but the water bottle, which is the mineral water bottle, it is single use plastic. What is the meaning of single use? It is filled with water and should not be used again. So there are harmful. Avoid using unnecessary plastic items. Reuse the plastic items. Instead of throwing away plastic, try to use it again. You can reuse plastic containers for storage again and again. Recycle plastic. Separate plastic waste from other garbage. Recycling helps to turn plastic into new product. And if anyone is looking for a business in future, recycling can make you millionaire fast. So if you want to do something, instead of looking for a job, look for a way where you can recycle at a lower rate. Then choose alternatives. Look for alternatives to plastic. Use cloth or paper bags. Paper bag is becoming popular, but paper is made up of trees, so you will have to cut down trees. Reusable water bottles instead of buying single-use plastic. These are some ways which are important. Throw plastic. Like these days, there are plastics which are being recycled by the government. So whenever anyone is throwing plastic, send it for proper disposal. Eco-friendly packaging. Whenever you shop, choose products with minimal or eco-friendly packaging. Recyclable, like whenever you go to shops, most of the shops they use paper bag or they use recyclable material. That is, then there are joint cleanup activities. This is something which no one does, but joint cleanup means cleanup events in your community. Wherever you see people are going. It is mostly happens in the what I have seen. It mostly happens in beaches. When people go to the beach, they go and clean all the waste from this. So these are some of the ways. This is important, and you must know that these are things which make the plastic harmful. And the next part, the last part, is spread awareness about the harmful effects. All of us know, but still we ask for polythene. And use the waste hierarchy principle, spread awareness. Now, what is this meaning? This is what is the meaning of this? Most preferable, least preferable. Understand this. Avoid and reduce waste. This is more. So there is a pyramid. This part should be more. This should be less, 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 and the less is this. It means dispose waste, least preferred. So what you should do with the plastic? Do not dispose it. Treat the waste should be done more. Recover energy from plastic should be done more. Recycling is more, should be done more. Reuse the plastic should be more. And the best is reduce, or I will say refuse. The best way of solving the plastic problem is refuse plastic. Then next thing comes reuse, which is given here. So that pyramid is given inverted, means this part should be done more and this should be done less. So here you can see disposing the waste should be done very less, and what should be done more is avoid. Avoid means refuse the use of plastic. Okay, so this, the last part, is most preferred and least preferred, and this is the waste hierarchy. So this completes the chapter. You have got two explanations in two videos. You can watch the explanation to understand, and if you have doubts, then come in the live class. If you have any query, you can type below this video. Yes, and then revise and listen to this again. You will be able to understand the topic easily. Now let's meet in live class if you want. Goodbye.